Today we will demonstrate how to correctly maintain O-rings on 6-inch or 8-inch Seafrog's dome ports with a bayonet diameter of 90 millimeters. The brand new dome port comes with a bag containing brand new Seafrog silicone grease, a spare O-ring, and an O-ring remover. To prepare the dome port for usage, we suggest you apply a small amount of silicone grease to the O-ring. There's no need to remove and clean the brand new O-ring. Just attach the port to the housing. It is important to do a bucket test to ensure waterproofness. After that, your housing is ready to be used with your brand new dome port. In the future, it will be necessary to maintain O-rings on your dome port. Maintaining the O-rings is necessary every time before usage underwater. If the O-ring is clean without visible sand or dirt, take a regular soft paper tissue and clean the surface of the O-ring to remove the old silicone grease. Then apply a small amount of silicone grease to the O-ring. Silicone grease should not be visible on the O-ring, as a large amount of silicone grease may cause water leakage. In the case of the O-ring being visibly dirty, for example, you can see sand or other debris. Carefully remove the O-ring by using the O-ring remover. Carefully remove the O-ring without stretching it. Then, thoroughly clean the groove with regular soft paper tissue. Carefully clean the O-ring as shown in the video without stretching it, as stretching the O-ring might cause water leakage. Apply a small amount of silicone grease to the O-ring. After, place the O-ring back onto the groove. Ensure that the O-ring has been correctly installed on the groove of the dome port. Using the same method, you must also maintain the second O-ring. The second O-ring is located between the extension ring and the dome port itself. If the O-ring is clean, take a regular soft paper tissue and clean the surface of the O-ring to remove the old silicone grease, and apply a new silicone grease as shown on the video. The O-ring may become dirty after usage, especially if used by photographers who use waterproof housing to shoot close to the shore water, in big waves and in sandy waters. After such usage, there will always be some sand present. After usage, remove the O-ring and thoroughly clean the groove with regular soft paper tissue. Carefully clean the O-ring without stretching it. Apply a small amount of silicone grease to the O-ring and carefully install it back onto the O-ring groove of the dome port. Ensure that the O-ring is installed correctly onto the groove. Then, attach the extension ring to the dome port. After attaching the extension ring to the dome port, attach the dome port to the housing. After installation, conduct a bucket test by placing the housing in a sink filled with water or a water tank to ensure that everything has been correctly assembled and to ensure waterproofness. After these tests, your housing is ready to be used.